Pearls for a Starving Soul: How to Be a Good Human Being by Dr. Sheikh Qadeer, Episode 8. Good Moral Values. Humbleness. Humbleness is, in other words, humility, refers to modesty, not proud or arrogance. Humbleness is a character and behavior. It is a big virtue. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Modesty brings nothing except good." The religious scriptures have said a lot about this virtue. In Islamic teaching, several verses in Quran, 1 Al-Furqan, section 25, verse 63, "The servants of the Most Merciful are those who walk upon the earth in humility, and when the ignorant address them, they say words of peace." 2 Mu'minun, section 23, verse 2, "Successful indeed are believers who humble themselves in their prayers." 3 Anam, section 6, verse 42, "And we have already sent messengers to nations before you, O Muhammad, peace be upon him. Then we seized them with poverty and hardship, that perhaps they might humble themselves." Hajj, section 22, verse 34, "Give good news to the humble-hearted." Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also said, "The best of people is the one who humbles himself, the more his rank increases." Another quote, "Perhaps a sin that humbles you is better than a good deed that makes you arrogant." Hamza Yusuf. In Christianity, they believe Christ was the most humble person in the Bible. He showed love, respect, putting others above himself. In Bible, Proverbs 11:12, "When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humbleness is wisdom." Another verse from the Bible, Ephesians 4:21, "Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love." In Romans 12:16, "Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited." In Judaism, true humility is one of the most expensive and life-enhancing of all virtues. It does not mean undervaluing yourself, it means valuing other people. In Jewish tradition, humility is among the greatest of virtues, as its opposite, pride, is among the worst of vices. Moses was the greatest of men and described as the most humble. In Torah, Numbers 12:3, "Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men that were on the face of the earth." Confucius says, "Filial piety, respect of one's parents, and humaneness is the ultimate goal." It is said that what is most needed for learning is a humble mind. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. Forget injuries, never forget kindness. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. A superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his action. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the three universally recognized moral qualities of man. I like to give quotes from famous personalities regarding this virtue. 1. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less. 2. Humility is the only virtue that no devil can imitate. It was pride that changed angels into devils. It is humility that makes men as angels. Saint Augustine. 3. A genuinely humble person humbles himself even before those who should be humbled by his presence. 4. We come nearest to the great when we are great in humility. Rabindranath Tagore. 5. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is a garbage man or the president of the university. Albert Einstein. A true genius admits that he knows nothing. Albert Einstein. 7. The world tells us to seek success, power and money. God tells us to seek humility, service and love. Pope Francis. Arrogance repels, humility inspires. Robin Sharma. If I had to name my greatest strength, I guess it would be my humility. Greatest weakness, it is possible that I am a little too awesome. Barack Obama. Humility is the first step towards learning. You can't learn until you are humble enough to realize there is something for you to learn. Now, what to do? Few ways we can practice for humility and humbleness. 1. To speak as little as possible of oneself. 2. To mind one's own business. 3. Not to want to manage other people's affairs. 4. To avoid curiosity. 5. To accept contradictions and corrections cheerfully. 6. To pass over the mistakes of others. 7. To accept insult and injuries. 8. To accept being slighted, forgotten and disliked. 9. To be kind and gentle even under provocation. 10. Never to stand on one's dignity. 11. Do not search for humility and rather eliminate the opposite of this virtue, and that is anger, fear, intolerance and dishonesty. If you like, you may comment and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Have a nice and comfortable day.